Hi guys, and welcome back to the vlogs. You're very early on the go this morning. The cultivator came in late last night, so they must have got the lorry going, or else they got another lorry down to lift the load. But the cultivator's in, so they've asked me to get going as early as possible. So we're up at the yard there at 7:30, and got all set up on the way down here to try and get these last two feeds done. And then Frank was asking me last night, whenever I was doing his cows for him, if I could spread a wee bit of fertiliser for him. But I don't know about seeding these fields, whether they're looking them seeded or what way they want them done. But I'm told to cultivate them at the minute. Maybe they're going to seed them themselves. But run a wee bit quick. But we'll get these. At least this one here is a tiny wee field. It's a bit of a smaller setup for the cultivating today compared to what it was yesterday. Some change. That rig was way too big. I pulled the wrong lever. There we go. Set that down and away we'll go. But like I was saying, I was talking to Frank last night, and he was saying that he's looking at a spread out with a fertiliser for him, and we're getting our payment. I know we've got a couple of extra pound as to what we had yesterday evening. I done an extra wee bit around the yard for the dealership, and they threw me an extra couple of pound. Thankfully it was nice of them, but I'm going to have to go and get some food and stuff sorted out today too at some point. But I think Frank is looking to talk to us at some point today, maybe before we go and spread the fertiliser for him. But we'll sort that out whenever we get round that far. This wee Arian, it's alright, but on the hills it's very, very dead. The dung spreader on it was very dead on it. That's why I sort of went up and down the hill went down the hill instead of trying to go up it. It was very, very slow at going up it, and I suppose there's a bit more of a pull on it, but it's not a very wide cultivator, so I don't know why it's so dead going up the hills with this. I think the requirement for this cultivator is only about 120 horse, and I think the Arian's 145, so it's a good bit over. So I don't know why it's down so much, but we'll get these two fields done and see how we go then after that. I'll have to go and see Frank and see what way he's getting fertiliser or what's the story. See you guys in a minute.
I can't believe the night lay waste to all we'd given. But honestly, you've gotta know that this ain't living, but we could run from Elysium and let it burn, let it burn. You've gotta know that nothing lasts forever. myself. I never thought that this would be our end, but it's nothing new. And my lover's honesty, I can push it back down if I have to. If you want me to, 'cause we can run, and we can run. The stars they fall all for you. So tell me now, what's left to lose if we run? If we run. If we run. Forever.
Alright, now we're on the last wee bit of this. That took a bit longer than expected. This bit of a field here was a good bit bigger than I thought it was. But at least that's it. Finished now. But we'll head back up here now to the dealership and give this cultivator a bit of a wash, and maybe give the tractor a wee bit of a wash too. This wee Arian's getting a good bit of work. I don't know why they're selling her or why they're just keeping her as a tractor for this sort of work, because they seem to send me out on her quite a bit. I know there's some jobs that give me the choice of any tractor, but the past couple of days I've just been telling me to use this Arian. But I don't know. See what happens. Might sell her and they might keep her, I don't know. I just do what I'm told. But we need to pull out across the road. Hopefully nothing comes while we close this gate. There we go. And now we'll shoot back over to the dealership and see what the story is. I know if we go up to Frank now, he asked if we could get up there for about 10 or half 10. We might get up there a bit earlier, which would be good. I'm sure he'd be happy about that. I'll just go on and past this car. I'm sure he wouldn't mind getting the job done that wee bit earlier, but it's only sowing a wee bit of fertiliser up on the field that we had the seed for him. So there's no spread the dung on this field here. Well, I did spread a bit in that field there yesterday. There's that field up there on that hill he has got us the seed. And we'll just have to throw a wee bit of fertiliser on it for him now to try and get yielding a bit better. But I'm way to the wrong place to get the tractor washed, because they use the power hose over at the shop to wash the tractors. Shoot out around and shoot in here. Now we'll just leave the engine going on the power hose. Yep. Just the other side of the wall. Do this wee skate. Hopefully it's not too bad. I know it's a brand new cultivator. I don't know why they're getting us to use so much brand new machinery. Because surely it's decreasing the value of it, but maybe they're getting more for letting farmers use it than it's depreciating the value. don't know now, but I just do what I'm told about this. I'm just a worker. I don't make any of the big decisions. We'll just back this into the workshop. I think maybe a wee tine or two might need looked at. Oh, if we can fit through the door. Lower that down a bit, and then we'll just raise it back up. And then lower it. And that'll do lovely. And then the boys can get a look at that. But I'll run in here and see if they need me to do anything. But I think they know that Frank up there needs me. And I don't think he's looking to use any of their machinery. I think he's looking to use one of his own tractors. Talking to him yesterday, but we'll go in here and see what these guys say. See you guys in a wee second. Alright, these guys don't need me until later. They're saying they might have a job for us later on, but we'll have to wait and see and play it by ear. So we'll run up here and see. They said that Frank was on the phone and has bought a bit of fertilizer off them. One of the bags actually that they took out of the fertilizer store from yesterday. Frank has bought one of them, so obviously I have to go down and load one of them into the fertilizer store that he has. But it seems to be quite a handy wee fertilizer store he has. In fact, there's tractor and all sitting on the fertilizer store. But we shall... Where's that wee tractor moved? Wasn't sitting there last night. But let's see what Frank has to say. See you guys in a wee second. Alright, that wee second turned into quite a few minutes. He just made me a bite to eat and stuff in there, and we were sitting having a bit of a chat. So he asked me quite a strange question. Well, one, he said that the payment that he was saying about in the tractor is this. It's the 65, 66 Fiat, which I couldn't accept because others worth way more than what work I've done for him. But he says it's sort of a future payment as well for future work. But he has also asked us if we would go as a partner in the farm with him, which would mean quitting my job down at the dealer, quitting all that and just working here full time. He says he'd like to see the farm get back up into the way of going that he had it going whenever he was a bit younger and a bit fitter. But I said I'd have a wee bit of a think about it and see. So we'd be part owner of all this, and would have a say in what goes in the farm, what machinery's bought, what cows are bought and sold, what animals is brought in, and all that. It sort of just took me by a bit of a surprise. I really wasn't expecting it because I've only been about here about a week or a bit more now, and he's already asked me about that. But I don't know. I know he's not in great health, but I just don't know. Maybe you guys could let me know what you think. Should I go for it, or should I just stay at what I'm doing, driving down here for these guys, or what? But that's something I'll have to think about in the next couple of days. I know I'll not get vlogging until next week again. So between now and then, you guys can let me know what you think. But yeah, but as you seen there, I had to jump over into the Mossy here because the bags that they've put them into, you have to unload them from the bottom. So alright, there we go. A wee bit of footing. But at least we'll have the bag on now. And there we go. It's a bit hard to see where they set the pallets there. It's in the grass, and it's quite hard to see where the bottom of the pallet is. I took the whole bag. Must be big enough for fertilizer, so I'll get this part back up here into where it was again. I'm sure I'm going to need this grass cut in here. Oh. But we'll jump over in here and get that field up there sprayed with some fertilizer. That just filled this right to the top. But I couldn't have been any more perfect, so I couldn't. One of them bags is a perfect full fertilizer sower. Feed is just up here at the top of the hill, going left. And then it's just this wee one up here. But we get this spread on. I'll get talking to you guys once I get finished it. Thankfully it's only starting to grow, so I don't need the row crop tires under nothing, so it shouldn't destroy the crop, hopefully. Fingers crossed it doesn't. But we'll get pulled in here and we shall start spread. See you guys in a wee second.
Cover them up so you don't see beyond the mask. My world's a dying star. Falling for you has buried me in smoke and ash. In smoke and ash. Take me through the ending of the story. I'll see you in the morning when I wake. Save me from the storm inside my bones, the fear of living on.
Alright guys, there's that field spray. That didn't take very long at all to get done, thankfully. But I think that's all the fertilizer that field's going to get this year, so we can get the gate closed and hopefully not much more bother with that field. Might need spread for weeds or anything like that later on in the year, but this tractor is in dire need of a wash. I don't think Frank has a power hose, but I can maybe sneak it down to the shop and give it a wee wash for him, but we can't do that with a fertilizer sower in the back. We'll shoot in here. We still have over half a fertilizer spreader left, so maybe he's got another field or two he wants spread. I don't actually know how much ground he owns. He said he'd show me a map and all of what he owns if I decided to go for the partnership, but just hook that off there for him. We'll get her washed maybe sometime during the week, so but we'll go over here and see what the story is, and maybe ring down to the dealership and see if they need anything more out of me today. See you guys in a wee second. Alright, that took a bit longer than expected. Frank and fair talk whenever you get him going. For a man that doesn't get out of the house very much, he can fair tell stories whenever he was getting out of the house. But like I was saying there before, this is now our tractor. He says well, we take the job or not. As a partner in the farm, this is our tractor. We can. So let's start it up and we'll take it down to the dealership with us here. Because Frank was saying he owns a wee field that's pretty far away. That he's looking to get mowed and that he makes some hay out of it. But he's looking the dealership to get more get them to mow it for him and maybe get it baled for him for some hay, but he never checked the weather forecast, but he says it needs mowed anyway. So if it ends up having to go for silage, that he doesn't mind. Suppose we could park this over in customer parking, since it's our own new tractor. You guys down here might ask where'd you get this from? There we go. Parked nicely up out of the road. West. So we'll go in here and say if Frank said he didn't get rung down, it's still sitting in there. He didn't get ringing down to see they could do it or not, but we'll see what they say. Right, that's us now. Said we can use the mower, but they asked if we could use Frank's tractor on the mower instead of using one of their tractors. Because Frank said hasn't got a lot of money for paying them. So why am I running up whenever I could take my tractor? I keep on forgetting I actually own a tractor now. So we'll jump into our wee Fiat. Well, onto our wee Fiat, not into. And we'll run up and get the 5150. I'll get onto the motor because we were talking to Frank there on the phone and all, and Frank said it was alright. Use his tractor because it's his field, so he's just going to borrow the equipment off the dealer and use his tractor for doing the work. This tractor needs a bit of work. It's a wee bit dead at coming up that hill. Let's park this in around here. There's a wee finger bar more. Why does he not just use it? He says it's such a small field. Looks like new. Has he even used it? Don't know, but it's a bit of a quicker job anyway. Getting the dealerships more. As long as this tractor's fit to run, it should be. I don't think the mower should be too hard to run, but so run down here, get the mower, and I'll see you guys over at the field. Alright, here we are. I think this is the field that they said it was anyway. It was a wee grass field anyway. That looks like a pretty small wee field actually. It'll not take that long for us to get it mowed. Oh, it's very small actually. We should get this all unfolded now. And get the first run round the field done. And see how we go. Firing the grass all over the place now. But we'll get this mowed and see you guys whenever I have it finished.
Won't you take me home and give me wings to fly? We can be alone in the castle in the sky. We can run away and leave this world behind. Please just take me home to a castle in the sky. Castle in the sky. Castle in the sky. Won't you take me
I can wait another minute. I can wait another second to be with you for an eternity. I feel like I am in a daydream. Every moment that I spend with you, with you.
Won't you take me home and give me wings to fly? We can be alone in the castle in the sky. We can run away and leave this world behind. Please just take me home to a castle in the sky. Castle in the sky.
Right, there's that field done, and I kind of made a mistake with the very outside swath. I kind of put it in the row instead of spreading it out like the rest of the field, so maybe we'll have to put that into the pit. But I'm going to have to end the vlog here for today, guys. I know the dealership hasn't got much more format, and there's only the odd wee bit of work to do around Frank's farm. Just looking after the cows and all. But we'll pull this over. That's a nice outfit there. It'd be nice to get that more for Frank's farm. Or well, it could be our farm, but you guys can let me know in the comments. Will I go for the partnership, or will I just keep working for the dealership? You guys can help me decide. But that's gonna do it for this week. We'll see you again next week. Next week's vlogs. Will hopefully be one next Saturday and Sunday. We'll see you again. Then, bye for now.